Mysterious fireball that crashed and burned wasn't a meteor. A few months ago, bright flaming objects were spotted in the sky over the island of Chiloé in southern Chile before reportedly crashing to the ground and starting a series of small fires. Resident Bernardita Ojeda showed local Channel 2 News where something fell from the sky and burned some bushes on her property. And now, after preliminary investigations, officials from Chile's National Service of Geology and Mining say they've ruled out a disintegrating meteorite as being the cause, after failing to find any evidence of space rock at 7 points where fires were started. So what were we dealing with here? What are we dealing with? Just some superheated space junk re-entering the atmosphere, or is it someone testing their space lasers on Chilean scrub? Technically, we're talking about unidentified flying objects, that is, UFOs. Although nothing big or well piloted enough to reopen the X-Files for, it would seem, and after the story spread through social media, leading Chilean astronomer and astrophysicist Jose Maza told national broadcaster TVN the object was likely either a meteorite or even space debris. Now, while the meteorites were ruled out, that would seem to indicate it was pieces of an old satellite, or maybe a rocket booster, and bits of it falling into Chile. The geologists who investigated the scene say they're performing a more detailed analysis of the soil samples and will release their conclusions. It could mean that geologists found bits of metal that might indicate human-made space junk started this fire, but they're double-checking what type of material they found, and it makes sense to ensure they've collected some other sort of metal, or perhaps even a new element created by far-off alien civilizations that likes to announce itself by whatever, torching shrubs and bushes. Now, if that's snark wasn't clear enough, it's almost certainly aliens. Now, the very rare space debris could also be causing this damage to the ground. It usually falls in the ocean or remote areas. There have been occasional reports of rocket boosters doing damage following inland launches in China, for example, but there are no reports of anyone ever being injured or killed by space junk. This is on End Time Headlines. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.